What's up, y'all? It's Treneti here and Maryam, and we are here to just talk to you guys a little bit about A Fertile Nile concert and really give you an itinerary and let you know what the event is going to be like. And so the event is going to be starting with a artist Q&A lecture type of just conversation, even, I would say, not a lecture, like a conversation, really going into what a fertile Nile means, and the title track lyric, "A fertile Nile is only possible when you're free from denial," and really taking that to the root of it to dispel some myths about what people believe about North and Eastern Africa. And I really wanted to have that conversation with my dear sister Maryam right next to me at the concert, because she's been such an amazing bridge back home of really understanding beyond the myth of what we are taught in the United States as what Africa is, as what Egypt is, to really understand the truth of what's actually there now and what has been present there in the past. Maryam is a historian, a poet, a drummer. She will be accompanying me during my set, and we've been making some beautiful music together that is just going to be amazing live, just ancestral rhythms coming through to you. And yeah, so we wanted to just talk to you guys a little bit about that and share why this show is special. And you should definitely, if you have the time, carve it out and get your ticket to come to this event, because I guarantee you there's nothing like this that is going to be happening in Portland ever again. And this is a one-time experience. So yeah, Maryam, do you want to tell people a little bit about just anything that you're going to be bringing and sharing?
I definitely think that this will be a once-in-a-lifetime experience in Portland. I really just want to second that. Very honored to work with Treneti, one of my closest sisters and one of the most talented, just brilliant, just opening people I've known ever. So this has been such an honor to drum for the concert, but also to bring some of the conversation around the Nile as a space of creativity, as a space of channeling, and also as a space of water and food and land, and in our current system of borders and dams, a space that we've created our ideas of conflict around in a way that the United States benefits from. So I think part of what I would invite you all to bring to this space is a listening ear and a ongoing query, not just that should not stop with us.
Mm-hmm.
I think after this you should take this and make it your own quest, your own space of knowledge, your own space of questioning, and just want to send so much love to the Nile. I miss the Nile. I grew up very close to it. I have so many dear memories there. I want to affirm that it's a real place with real people, real forms of life that grow on it, and real systems of control and of governance that try to profit from separating it from its many peoples. There have been a long tradition of musicians for thousands and thousands of years that have created on the Nile, so this is part of an ongoing tradition. There's been also contemporary musicians that collaborate across the Niles, across again the borders and the dams and the profit projects that try to separate them. So I want to bring their honor and their presence to the table. They are greats and they are real people, just like the great and the real people I'm collaborating with here. And if we're trying to separate the Nile as a metaphor or as an ancient place from the Nile as a living, current space for life, a living space and people around it, then we are denying that the Nile has a future. Mm-hmm. But if we listen to the Nile as a future, we can reshape how we understand the present and the past, mm-hmm. by affirming that future. And I want to invite you to do that. It's a real place with a real future.
Yeah, that's very connected to us here, even though we feel like it's not. And so that's a lot of what we're going to be going into. That's just a taste, and you can feel the potency even in just that brief expression of what we're going to be bringing. And yeah, so that's how the evening is going to open at 6 p.m. We're going to be starting with that deep dive into A Fertile Nile. What does it mean to be free from denial? Dispelling the myths around Africa, specifically North and Eastern Africa. Then we're going to be getting into a set of music by the lovely Living Roots. If you haven't looked them up, look them up. They're global travelers, local Oregon, beautiful beings of light that work with the land and plants and make beautiful medicine, and have spent a lot of time taking their self around the world and collecting melodies and rhythms and sharing melodies and rhythms along the way. So they have a very like global nomadic energy in their music that's beautiful. And then after that, we'll be going into a set by me and Maryam and two beautiful dancers that are going to be supporting and bringing in just a fusion of ancestry, so much different qualities of melanin that are going to be elevating your experience. And to top it all off, like there's a wealth through health benefit of this concert with everyone gets a complimentary aromatherapy face veil, so you feel safe and also get a little like love through the aromas of essences of flowers in the space. And then I'm making up a special brew of my favorite immunity elixir blend that's free for every single person that comes. And then you also get drink tickets depending on the ticket tier that you choose to get libations from the elixir bar. If you get a GA ticket, you're more than welcome to just manually buy more drinks while you're there. And so the other thing I want to talk about is it comes, if you get the Lux Lotus tier, then you get another experience of deeper intimacy the next day to come and be a part of a regenerative sound healing cacao ceremony, energy bath with the other artists that are involved, and just a more intimate container to be a part of. So those are the options that are available to you. Many people will look at the ticket price and be like, wow, this is really high, especially for an event in Portland. And I want to just take a little short moment to explain why the ticket price GA is starting at $60. Well, the economy is very different than it used to be, and so every industry has to change and shift and evolve. There is also a common practice in many places in the world, especially the United States, where independent artists are undervalued and seen as artistic creative martyrs. It's forgotten that this is my business. This is a business, and when a person provides service, then there has to be an exchange. And in order for like independent artists to provide a service in a way that they can do a really beautiful exchange with you, and also make sure that they're nourishing every single co-creator that is making that space with them, it requires a certain type of a financial planning to make an event like that. And so these numbers are very fair numbers. They're numbers that I took a lot of time to meticulously organize, and it's the lowest that was possible in order to create a reality that doesn't leave me in debt or any of my collaborators walking away with nothing. So
do you mind if I add like an example to that?
Yeah.
So imagine if you paid separately for an academic conference, and then for a healing session, and then for a concert. And look at the ticket and you realize that it's much more affordable. Artists who are true to their calling are integrators by nature. They integrate art and scholarship and collaboration and personal honing. So you're getting an example of what I can attest to is someone who takes art all the way to where that calling leads you, to that integration. That takes a tremendous amount of work and multitasking, integrating. And we know that we live in a space where the organized spaces that cultivate awakening in us are suffering. So schools are underpaid. Art spaces are expected to again be these like martyrs instead of people that we respect and honor for their service. And we're trying to break that for you and for us. So by naming our price, by trend setting that standard to name the price that serves our thriving and our being in this world, you're being invited to do the same in your life. So you're part of a restorative space where we are naming what we need, and we are naming what's worth the work that we've done, and still with a certain amount of cutting down the price. Because again, add up the price of 3 tickets and you realize it's much more expensive than the minimum 60 or the other prices as well. So just remember that you're being invited to be part of a circle of honoring labor and creativity and channeling and listening to the spaces of land that come through us and letting it guide our future. And I know that that will be with you no matter what space you apply that knowledge in, whether it's your personal space or wherever you work or create.
Exactly. So if you're in the area, like I said, you don't want to miss this. People who came to my last album release concert will be the first probably to tell you that when I say I'm doing an event and it's going to be special and it's going to be nourishing and it's going to be pristine energetically, like I mean it. And this concert is on a whole nother level. And it's, you know, it's a beautiful balance. It's like in this chaos of the 2 years of what we've all been going through, this music of joy and celebration is all I can make. And so you get ready to boogie. Be ready to be boogieing down on the dance floor while we're
with your dance shoes.
Yeah,
ready.
like if you
Get your dance
haven't
shoes
already
ready.
gone, you can go to my Spotify right now and check out the album and feel it, dance it out, get into the vibe of it, like, and see the energy that is going to be coming through. And you're getting live contemporary dance, and you're getting beautiful music, and you're getting yummy elixirs. And depending if you get like some of the higher ticket tiers, you're getting a fertility box of all of my yummy self-care practice herbs and just different things that I use to keep daily vitality and be in pristine health, which I am so blessed, thank God. I have been in pristine health. Can't even remember the last time that I've gotten sick. And so I'm sharing those medicines with the community, and like I want that awareness to be something that is yours too. So I look forward to seeing you guys all at the concert. Make sure you get your tickets. They've already been selling. I think we have like between like 30 something tickets left, and it's only 50. Yeah, so keep it coming. And yeah, we'll see you at the event. If you are looking for a ticket, it's available at Treneti.com, or you can just go to the link in my bio if you're on Instagram, and that'll take you to my website as well, where you can get the ticket. So many blessings. Peace.